Good evening, guys. I just want to first of all thank you guys for coming out and listening to my speech. Tonight, I want to talk about how the NBA has changed over the years. One of the first big changes that I see and that I noticed that has happened in the NBA is one of the big changes was culture. In the '90s, you had the Detroit Pistons, who were known as the Bad Boys, who were known for dirty fouls, just dirty play, things like that. And it was kind of all over the NBA that you found a lot of dirty play in the '90s. And it's really crazy to me how far it's come, where it's changed so far, where the players are actually becoming more soft, and you see that they're taking things to, when they get upset, they'll take things over to like Twitter, or they'll post it on Instagram, and then you'll have all these different things of them complaining about, oh, this guy fouled me kind of hard, so now I'm just going to complain about that because that was a dirty play. But back in the day, that was what it was. That's just what it was. People got away with that kind of stuff. Another big thing is like just how hard that the NBA players back in the day actually worked, because they worked a lot harder than NBA players work nowadays. NBA players worked extremely hard. They worked as if literally their life depended on it, and because that was their job. And now NBA players kind of just whine and complain to get what they want, and they don't work for it. My next point is how some rules in the NBA have changed. In 1979, the three-point line was added, which is a 30-foot jump shot. And I believe that has changed the NBA drastically, because now you have players like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, all these different shooters that have completely changed the game with their three-point jump shots. Changed from a kind of a two-man game and three-man game to a coming off screens and just shooting threes. Another big rule that's changed is they added the offensive 3 seconds, where you can't, as an offensive player, you can't be sitting in the paint for more than 3 seconds with nobody around you. And I think that's also a really cool rule, because it clears a way to open up everything and run a better offense. And my last point is just how the positions have changed over the years. You see in the early NBA seasons, you see that the center position was one of the main positions. If you had a great center, then you had a great team in a way, because he was the kind of like the glue that held everything together. And now when you see the NBA, you see that the center position is actually kind of being like just taken out of the game. For instance, we have the Houston Rockets actually this year is one of the first teams ever to have a full roster after All-Star break without a center position on their team. And I think that's really cool, because it's changing the entire NBA I feel it's for the best, because it's just making it more entertaining and more fun to watch, because you see a lot more highlights, a lot more things like that. And just in closing, I greatly feel that the NBA has come a very long way. I feel that the NBA has changed for the better, and it's made it more enjoyable to watch. And I just want to thank you guys for your time, and have a good night.